What it do, YouTube slash Patreon slash bit shoot. Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about reality plus spirituality equals thought crime. Yes, reality plus spirituality equals thought crime. So basically, right, reality is the physical simulation of the soul, or in English, it's the physical experience of the soul. Because you gotta remember, like, we in the human form, like you see, I have skin, I have hair, all this stuff like that, right? All these different atoms that have been pressed together so many times that it went into condensed matter. So, in the physical form, yes, we're not humans having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So, in the physical world, this is the soul having a physical experience. And spirituality, when you tap into the spiritual side of things, which spirituality and the physical world go hand in hand. It's a hand and glove fit. You know what I mean? You can't separate the two. And let's say when you're asleep, right? When you're actually asleep and you're dreaming, things of that nature, you have now access to the spiritual world. You see what I mean? See, when you combine those two things together, that equals thought crime, because you are, you see that word? You are basically combining forces of nature that isn't supposed to be combined, quote unquote, in terms of today's society and these demons that's in today's society, that's against nature and creation. See, when you put these two things together, that's basically like your masculine and your feminine coming together as a holistic being. You see, when you master your 7 chakras, your first 7 chakras are up, then you master the other 6 chakras, and you add it together. That's all 13 chakras together. That's masculine and feminine energy coming together. You know what I mean? You're a holistic being now. You see that purple? You are a holistic being now. You see what I mean? But that energy is powerful. They don't want that. That's the same thing with spirituality and reality. See, some people, they have lost all track of reality, but they got some form of spirituality. You see what I mean? Some people have no fucking spiritual bone in their body, but they very in tune with reality. You see what I mean? It's always one or the other, or one without this or this and that. You know what I mean? You peanut butter without no jelly, ham without no burger. You see what I'm saying? I'm funny as hell. Nah, that's a little joke on Friday, but it's always one without the other. But when you actually master both, you actually take your time and you start to get in tune with reality. You start to get into the physical world and don't run from your physical problems. You start to face your demons and things of that nature. You start to become more lighter. You see what I mean? And once you start to get in tune with your spirituality, you become more spiritual. You get in tune with your spiritual side. You know what I mean? You become more compassionate. And when you add those two things together, spirituality and reality, that equals thought crime, because now your thoughts and your vibration is on a whole different level. Now you're on a level where you can actually just think. You can be calm and think. You have the microwave effect. You could visualize something, boom, and it manifests. That's why you have to watch your thoughts when you get to a certain level, because you can just start manifesting just willingly with your mind. So it's like the certain thoughts that you have will be broadcasted and monitored by different satellites. Yes, I know that sounds crazy. That sounds like some tinfoil hat shit. Yes, I know. But if you ain't on a level like this and you ain't never heard no stuff like this, yes, it's gonna sound crazy. If you don't do any research, or you're not even tapping in spiritually to get these downloads from the universe, of course it's gonna sound crazy. But this is 100% real stuff. When you combine reality and spirituality together, you're basically a holistic being. You know what I mean? You're basically a higher entity that's in this lower dimensional realm. You see what I mean? Because a lot of people that came back in the 80s and the 90s, a lot in the 70s as well, a lot of us have come back to change the vibration of the planet, to spread the message. But a lot of us got lost touch of reality. A lot of us got our heads knocked off spiritually. I'm saying that as in when you're born back in this reality, some people they forget all about the message. They forget them deep feelings they got in their chest and their soul about how they just feel compassion, or they just feel sad when they see somebody in need, or they see somebody hurt, or they see somebody homeless, or something like that. They lost touch of that, and now they off on to some whole other stuff. You see what I mean? Then you got some other people that's not even in spirituality. They got lost deep into this reality world, you know. But then again, you got some people that lost all touch of this reality world and got so deep into the spirituality world that they fucking bugged out in their thoughts. You see what I mean? So you have to be a perfect balance of both of them to really get to that level of thought crime.